Is the OnePlus 5T worth it in 2020? I think so. But first of all, my desk. And my desk holds some secrets. Mostly sweets and snacks. So if you ever come and see me, just know if you find my desk, there's some sweets there for you. It's a little Easter egg for you guys to have when you come to visit, if you know me personally. Now, back to the video. Why did I purchase this phone? It's 2020. There's better phones. Last year I made a video about the OnePlus 5. Last year I made a video about the OnePlus 7 Pro and I loved it and I wanted it. I was gonna buy it, but I bought this instead. Why did I buy this old phone? This phone that was designed to compete with the iPhone 7. Here's why. For the price and for how this phone is designed, it's worth it. So here I have been comparing the iPhone 11 Pro to the OnePlus 5T. And when it comes to, first of all, the facial unlocking, the iPhone and the OnePlus are on par. Obviously the iPhone is a lot more secure, but the OnePlus is perceived to be faster because unlike the iPhone, once you press the power button, it unlocks. With the iPhone, you gotta swipe up. So the OnePlus is faster in that way. Now, I have this case on it. It's from OnePlus, and I won't lie to you, it's the most beautiful case I've ever had on a phone. I love it. The OnePlus was designed in China, but it's just an amazing phone. So was Apple as well, designed in California, but manufactured in Foxconn, China. So both manufactured in the same country, but I won't lie to you, the OnePlus is surprising. It really surprised me. It's a very good phone. I do have history with the OnePlus and the iPhone, and from past experiences, I've always favored the OnePlus. And in 2020, it's looking that way. Nothing's changed in the last 7 years or 6 years. Nothing's changed that much. So this phone is gorgeous. So first of all, the fingerprint scanner at the back can be used to scroll. So you can scroll your notification bar up and down using the fingerprint scanner at the back. And I love this. You're using what's already on the phone to make it better. It's useful on these bigger phones, you know, going from the top to the bottom, scrolling through notifications, it's just long. But using your finger at the back of your phone makes a lot of sense. It actually does. I also use this color inverted mode, which is, I don't know what it's there for, but it's just fun to play with, you know, to figure out how colors look inverted. But yeah, this phone is just a good phone, and it's worth having a good look at it. The OnePlus 7 Pro is better, but in 2020, this phone is still worth it. It very much is worth it. My only downside is the way it feels without the case. So it's a very plasticky back. This phone was designed to compete with the iPhone 7, as you can clearly see. But the OnePlus case does help a lot. It feels okay. The plastic isn't any soft plastic, it's a pretty hard plastic, so the back does feel nice. My only issue is that I was using a Samsung device, which is all glass, so this is a downgrading quality. It does have USB Type-C and a headphone jack, so that's a big plus for me because I don't like using adapters. I really hate it. But the phone itself is beautiful, besides the plastic feeling back. But the case makes a big difference. It really does. I like the way the buttons feel on this phone, the weight of it. It's pretty well balanced actually. There's no massive camera bump, and it's just smooth and fast. It's a very, very fast phone. Very fast. When you use it, it feels as if there is no lag. I feel like the jump between 6 gigs of RAM to 12 gigs of RAM is not that much when it comes to perception. And this is why I upgraded actually. Look at this phone. This phone is a Samsung S8. I cracked it. I've dropped it. My sister, she's 3. She dropped it too, and it cracked even more. So this Samsung, it's all glass, but because of the waterfall display, the edges crack, and because of that, I broke it a lot, and I had to upgrade. After the last time I dropped it and it cracked again, I just thought, you know what, I'm sick of all these waterfall displays. Whenever I drop it, it just cracks. Let me get another phone, which is better. Glass is glass, but glass breaks. But I had to upgrade it. I had to. It kept cutting me. So now I am back to the OnePlus 5T, which I love. I love it. The Samsung is brighter. It's better in other aspects in terms of features. The camera also is better, the rear camera, although the front camera on the OnePlus 5 is better. The OnePlus 5T is not as sharp in terms of resolution. I think it can do up to 1080, whereas the Samsung can do 1440p. So the color accuracy is better on the Samsung, the display is better, it's AMOLED. So comparing apples to apples, the Samsung is better quality wise. Watching movies and TV series on YouTube, the Samsung is brighter. Watching videos on the OnePlus, it's also good, but not quite as good. But the thing I liked about the OnePlus is that it charges very fast with a dash charging, and within less than an hour it can go to 100%, which is really impressive. The Samsung would take an hour and a half. So it charges faster, and it has a longer battery life, and it's faster. And it also has a lot of modes where you can put apps in the RAM, so you can hold apps in the RAM for a long time. When you're playing games, for example, I don't play many games, it holds more RAM in those games, so the games feel faster. It can run at higher specs, higher graphics, which is really good. So normally I like to do a benchmark. I love to use Geekbench 4 on Tutu. So in this version, I'm using Geekbench 5 actually. It's actually free on the Android app, but on the Apple Store it's like a few pounds, which is surprising. But anyway, we can see here that the OnePlus is faster, about 30 to 40% faster. Of course, on Tutu uses different weighting systems, so the numbers are different, but we can clearly see, comparing the Samsung Galaxy S8 to the OnePlus 5T, the OnePlus 5T is a faster phone. That's why I got it. I don't care about the glass, how it feels in the hand, how it looks. I care about the phone, how fast it is. I love to run multiple apps. I love to use various apps. I love multi screen functionality where you have more than one app on a device. I use heavy apps. I like to open a lot of apps. I like to use a lot of programs, and when it comes to the Samsung, it can do all that, but oftentimes it lags. Oftentimes the apps just crash. Oftentimes, it gets so many updates that most apps will not work unless you update the phone over and over again. Where the OnePlus it's good. It's a better experience. It's stock. OnePlus is like a stock device. Samsung has got a lot of Samsung features on bloatware, and it's not that bad, but the OnePlus just feels like you're using a phone designed by the makers of Android. I know that's a bit crazy, but it just feels natural. It looks better. It's a bigger phone. It doesn't feel as good in the hands because glass feels better than plastic, but this phone is like a Ferrari that has been put in the body of a Toyota, whereas a Samsung is a Ferrari body with a Toyota insides. And for me, I care about the things that nobody can see. The features, the gestures, such as being able to put the flash on, like by drawing a circle on the screen, such as double tapping on the screen. And the old OnePlus, they called this the knock feature, where you knock on the glass display and it unlocks. Like these small things that I take for granted now, I wish they were on the Samsung, really. And I struggle with Samsung because I've had a Samsung Galaxy Note 4, I've had Samsung Galaxy S3, I've had a Samsung Galaxy S8, I've used an iPhone 7, iPhone 6s, iPhone 8, iPhone 6. I've used iPhone 10. I've used the iPhone 11 Pro. I've used the OnePlus 7, the 7T Pro, a 7 Pro. I've used a lot of phones that I can't remember because I've used so many, and I always find myself jumping between Samsung and OnePlus. With Apple, I just can't. But when it comes to being genuine, I do jump between Samsung and OnePlus, and right now Samsung is doing amazingly, but OnePlus has killed it. It's always a generation ahead. It's always faster. It's as if you're buying a newer phone. So whenever you buy the latest Samsung and the latest OnePlus, the OnePlus is always on par or better. And whenever Samsung releases the next generation, the previous OnePlus version is on par with the newest Samsung device. That's why I bought this device. Of course, this is not the same as the Samsung S20 Ultra, but this OnePlus 5T is as good as the Note 10 in terms of speed, and I care about speed. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. So is this device worth it in 2020? The answer is yes. It's £100, £120, and it's better than a £300, £400 phone, speed-wise. Get it, buy it. It's fun. I love it. Peace.